Happy Wednesday, everybody. You have no idea how many times I've recorded Trillism. Hey, but this is the last one. I'm not lying. Hope you guys are doing great. I hope your Wednesday is going wonderful. I hope your week is flying by. So this week on Trillism, we're going to talk about... So that's Bae. The reason we're addressing who Bae is because I've just been witnessing a lot of things happening in relationships that I don't approve of, even with myself. We as kings and queens have been accepting some standards that are pretty low, especially when you consider who we are and that we are royalty and that we're made in God's image. We've been accepting some things that definitely don't live up to the standard that they should be. When I say relationships, I'm speaking specifically about intimate relationships. I just been noticing, like, even some of my friends, a lot of women, even myself, have been allowing men to treat them as if they're not worth more than silver and gold, as if they're, just nothing. Just even like small things, like, oh, he didn't mean it like that. Oh, that's okay. I know he didn't have time. Or, no, I never met his family. He don't call me his girlfriend. He just, stuff like that. And for me, it's just not acceptable. And I refuse to ignore it like it's not happening. Even with our men, I won't be sexist about the situation. But a lot of men, standards are pretty low. You are kings. Women, you are queens. We deserve so much more. And so I want to challenge all of us to treat ourselves this week as if we are kings and queens, because that's who we are. I feel like a lot of us lack that value and that worth for ourselves because we really don't know who we are. Yeah, you hear me telling you you are a king and a queen, but do you really know that? Is that what you really think when you look in the mirror? Is that what how you really feel about yourself? And so I also want to encourage us to get to know ourselves more this week. And getting to know ourselves, I want us to dig way down, like to our root, to our core, and find out who I am, like outside of all materialistic things, outside of what anybody else believes, outside of what anybody else says about me. Who am I? At my most genuine point, who am I? I believe that we are made in the image of God. So for me, I would study who is God. Who is God? What are his qualities? What are his characteristics? What is he like? What is he not like? And that is the core of who I am and what I'm going to accept. And I encourage you also to spend some time with yourself. Go to the movies by yourself. Have some quiet time with just you and God by yourself. Have some quiet time with just you by yourself. Chilling. Like, find out who you are, what you like, what you want, what you don't want. So when that other person comes along, you won't be using them to make you a whole component. You won't think that they make you who you are. Anytime you're in a relationship, that person should be there to complement who you are, not to make you who you are. So I just really want us to consider that right now, because I feel like it's so relevant. Like, we're losing our identity. It's like an identity crisis. We have no idea, so we accept so many things, even in this world, things that we're doing as a people is so unacceptable. Because we lack a true understanding of who we are and how valuable we are. Oh my God. The word of God says that we are fearfully and wonderfully made, y'all. Come on. And I have to tell myself that in the mirror a lot, like, Shyrah, do you know who you are? Girl, you are beautiful. You are anointed. Girl, you're so smart. You're so likable. Your personality is amazing. Look at your hair. Look at your skin. You got to get in the mirror. Tell yourself. Talk to yourself. I just found myself in a couple of different situations where I was allowing people to treat me kind of as if they were better than me. Like, I would accept anything from them because I didn't want to lose them. Or, oh, I want him to be my man, so I'm going to chill. Oh, I'm going to text because he likes to text all the time. Oh, he don't have to call me. That's just what we do. That's just how he is. And it's unacceptable. I was even in a situation this past weekend where I was supposed to hang out with somebody, and I never heard from them. And I could have been like, oh, that's okay. You know, he's, you know, I know he had things to do. But I had to really look at that situation like, wait, we both had a plan. I had an expectation. You didn't meet that expectation, and there was no follow-up or anything like that. So it's kind of like, how much are you going to allow yourself to take before you find out who you really, really are? And I feel like God was giving me that lesson so that I could tell you guys, because I was already going to talk about this, but I needed to experience it for myself. And one thing that I'm really, really led to share with you all is that man's rejection is God's protection. A lot of times, you really like a guy or you really like a girl, you've been checking them out for a minute, but they don't have the same response. It's because God is protecting you from being hurt, and not even necessarily being hurt. It's probably just not your season. We need to embrace the time that we have alone. It's so precious and so valuable. And I just encourage you again to get to know yourself. It's so much more fun than you think it is. Also, last thing, check out this blog. Her name is Miss T.N. King. I share one of her blogs on my Facebook. It's called The Side Chick. Especially ladies and men. Check it out, y'all. It's so powerful. Just getting us to really evaluate ourselves. Like, am I doing this? Is this what I'm doing? What do I need to do to regain my self-identity and to treat myself like the king or the queen that I'm supposed to be? Okay, so that is this week's Trillism. Trillism, hey, because I'm trill, because I'm real, hey. Bow, bow. That's my Trillimony for the week. I encourage you guys to continue to be real. Be trill. Love yourself, know yourself, get in the mirror and tell yourself how beautiful and anointed and intelligent you are, okay? Because you are all of those things, forget it, all of those things. Okay, you guys, I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. See you next week.